Hey, welcome to Fathering Our Future, the podcast for dads. I'm Anthony Vandagriff, and I'm not the perfect dad, but every day I am trying to be better. And one of the ways that you and I can be better dads every day is by being in community with one another. We have got to have community. We have to have other men who are on this journey of fatherhood with us that we link arms with, and we decide we're going to get through this together. I'm grateful for my wife. She is incredible. She is a partner with me in this. And while I strive to be strength for her, she is certainly strength for me. I'm grateful for my kids. They're incredible. They're young. They're goofy. But even in that state of 6, 4, and 2, they possess this incredible ability to help make me better. But in addition to my wife and my kids, I've got to have brotherhood. And so do you. You've got to have men in your life who can speak to you as a man, who can pour into you and invest in what you are doing as a father. We were not designed to do life alone. God did not create you with everything that you need to be able to get through life by yourself. We were designed to be in relationships. We were designed to be in community. We have got to value community, and we have to value the friends that we have currently, that we are doing life with. I'm so thankful for some of the friends that I have who are fathers, who are on a very similar path, and they help me in so many other ways, and somehow, some way, from time to time, I manage to help them too. But I'm so thankful for these relationships. There's one friend in particular that I'll talk about. His name is Tim Jacobs. He's been on this podcast several times, will continue to be on the podcast because he's an incredible dad, but he's also a great leader, and I'm excited to see where he will be in the next 3 to 5 years. I might share that at some point, have him on to share it with you. But he and I are very intentional about our relationship. Once a month, we have a video call. We plan it, we make it happen, and we just talk. We share and we cut up a little bit, but we are intentional about sharing where we're at in life, what's going on, where we are with our goals, what we plan on doing. And then we both shut up and we allow each other to advise one another, to speak, to invest, to give guidance. And we listen and we take it to heart because we value one another. We care for one another. We have each other's best interest at heart. And what I love so much about those calls with him, my conversations with some of my other friends, is whenever they come to a close, I am motivated. I am on cloud 9. I am just elevated and edified, and I get this fresh wind of inspiration that lets me know I can do this. I can do this because I'm not just doing this by myself. I've got friends. I've got brothers who are with me every step of the way. We've got to value our community. We've got to value those relationships that we have that matter most to us. And here's my message for you today. Short and sweet. But I was thinking about something, and the more I thought about it, the more twisted I felt this was. That culturally, we do things this way. You can go online and you can find these beautiful speeches, these tributes to individuals. And you can listen to someone talk about a particular individual that you never knew personally, that you did not have a direct relationship with. But as you hear someone recount their accolades and their accomplishments, they talk about storms that they went through, trials that they faced, how they persevered, how they were triumphant, and how they had victory even in the midst of hardship. You can listen to these tributes. And again, having no direct relationship with that person, you feel inspired. You feel motivated. It makes us emotional. Now, oftentimes those are about celebrities. People, if it's going to be online, it's going to be someone that people actually want to hear about. But all of us, the majority of us who don't have some elevated status, who don't live life in the spotlight, we all have relationships like that. We all have people who matter a lot to us. And oftentimes, all of us at some point craft this beautiful speech together to talk about these people who were so meaningful and so impactful. But here's what's twisted. We don't do that until it's time for the funeral. And I don't know why we wait. The more I thought about it, the more confused I got. Why would we wait to say words that are intended for an individual who cannot hear those words because they're dead and gone? Why would we wait to tell the people who mean the most to us why we think they're so meaningful? Why would we wait? This is the message that I want to convey today. Community is important, and it's important enough that we ought to tell the people in our community why they matter to us. Don't wait to give a tribute at a funeral. Start giving it today. Tell them how important they are. Tell them why they mean so much. Now, you don't have to call them every single day. You'd be like, hey, buddy, buckle up. I got a really emotional speech that I wrote last night. It's just about you. You don't have to do that. But take advantage of events. Maybe your friend has a birthday. Maybe you throw a little party, and maybe 10 to 20 minutes of that is you and maybe 2 or 3 other people just talking about birthday boy and letting them know, hey, buddy, you've been there for me in this. You've just been great in these areas, and I want you to know that you matter to me, that you mean a lot, that I think you're special. Take time to convey that message. Do it at a birthday. Maybe you're creative and musically talented. Put together some tune and some melody. You can make it a little comedic song. It doesn't matter. The beautiful thing about humor is that it's often laced with truth. So as long as you've got the truth in there, I don't care if it's comedic. Put some little song together and send it to your buddy. Like, hey man, you were the inspiration to this. Maybe you're not great with words, but you should know how to write. I wouldn't do a text. I wouldn't do an email. I mean, it's better than nothing. But it's really special when you go to the mailbox and you open it up and you're going through all the bills, and then all of a sudden there's a letter from a friend. You don't even know what's inside, but just that, this is my buddy. You're excited to see what it is. Write a letter and mail it to your friend. Hey, buddy, I was thinking about you, and the more I thought about you, the more I wanted you to know this. And just let them know how you feel. And here's the thing. You don't always have to tell them, the day that we met all the way until now, you don't have to give them the whole spiel. Why don't you just say, 2 months ago you did this. The way you handled this was graceful. The way that you did this was just so wise. I admired that. And it really sat in last week about how great you are. And I just wanted you to know. It doesn't matter how you go about conveying the message. It's just foolish of us to wait to convey the message when the person is lying in a casket. Let's not wait. Community gets us through. Community is too valuable. Our friends, our brothers in this journey of fatherhood are too important to not tell them why they are important to us. So here's the message. Your buddies that mean a lot to you in life, let them know that they mean a lot to you in life. And what's incredible about this, what you will begin to experience, is your relationships will grow. Not just because time kind of allows things to grow, but because this is extra. This is part of the communication thing that I try to talk about. Communication that is done properly, where you are open, vulnerable, and transparent. It builds trust. Because as you share that, it's going to move them to share something about you. And so now you've both learned something about one another that you both kind of held close that you didn't want to convey because maybe you felt, I shouldn't say this, it's too mushy, it's too emotional. You share those things, and now you've got a new level of trust. When you continue to grow trust through communication, you just nurture and build relationship. So, value your community, value your friends, and please, let's stop waiting until they are dead to tell them how wonderful they are. That's it. There's no reason to wait to give your buddy a tribute, to let them know that the life that they've lived up to this point has been remarkable and that you're excited to see where it's going to go. Let's stop waiting. let's embody community, and let's tell the people who matter most to us why they matter so much to us. This is Fathering Our Future, the podcast for dads. I'm Anthony Vandagriff. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope you'll join me next time. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't be shy. Please connect with Fathering Our Future on social media and become a part of the community that values fathers, that aims to help men love being dads and to help dads be better dads every day so that together we can better father our future.